More information on the Great Shift. By Jenny Schiltz. December 12, 2020. Recently Merlin came into a session dressed as a woodland Santa, covered in snow. I asked him why he was dressed this way, and his response was that every day this month is as important as the solstice. We discussed all the hype and predictions going around in the spiritual community. He explained that while yes, the solstice is a beautiful opening, the actual work to utilize that opening is being done in each moment leading up to this significant date. The more we do our inner work, the more we are able to make giant leaps forward on the 21st of December and beyond. The hype surrounding the 21st reminds me of the hype of the December 12, 2012. Many woke up on the 13th quite dismayed to find themselves in their bed and in a world that still needed deep healing. It is not that the 2012 date wasn't significant, because it was. It is not one single moment that changes everything. The belief in one moment is just a differently packaged version of the rapture. Think back to 2012 and look at your life. Is it different? How have you changed? How have you grown? Have your reactions to things changed? If you can answer yes, then you certainly were impacted by the December 12, 2012. My client asked for action steps on how to approach this time, and she graciously agreed that it needed to be shared for all. Here is what he recommended. Set your intention daily that today, I will make large shifts. This is you acknowledging the importance of each day and that you are not waiting on a particular day, time, or event. It is also a way to invite your team to help you make those large shifts. Be observant of all that comes forth. Large shifts are made when we connect the dots from our unconscious to the conscious. It allows us to see how the unconscious displays itself in our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. This will help you to figure out why you think or act a certain way. Start observing it all. Notice what is taking place around you, notice your interactions with others and what triggers an emotional response. These are all clues to what is going on deep within. Triggers, while annoying, are super valuable as they are opportunities to heal. Work on being in the now moment, even if for 1 minute at a time. Merlin said that we need to allow ourselves to sit with the uncomfortableness of the now, while observing all that arises, as this too gives us a bird's eye view on programming that we may be holding. Programming such as I should be. We have to notice what comes up as we allow ourselves to be completely present with ourselves. We live in a world full of distraction and admiration for the multitasker. Yet it is the now moment that holds the purest potential and creation. Being fully present does not mean sitting in meditation. It can, but does not have to. It means being with whatever it is that you are doing completely. If you are making dinner, be with that process. If you're paying bills, do it with complete presence and not the distraction of emails, phone calls, or YouTube videos. I am so guilty of this. The now moment also allows us to begin playing with time. You may find that a task done with full concentration requires very little time, while the same task being interrupted with lots of distractions becomes its own time warp. This is a great way to play with the fluidity of our world and break down the constructs and limitations of time. Pull back all quantum attachments. Allow the previous 3 steps to show you where you are attached. Our quantum attachment is shown in our thoughts, emotions, and beliefs. If a particular person, article, event, or memory brings a visceral reaction, deliberately pull back your energy from it. The structures of the matrix are a house of cards. They require our energy to keep standing. If enough people pull back their energy from a particular structure, it will collapse. It was shown that it is our quantum attachments that create the walls, the boxes, and the limitations of the matrix. An example of pulling back energy from a structure can be pulling it back from the medical system. Breathe deep and say, I pull back all energy that I have given to the medical system. I pull back energy from all the times it has failed me. I pull back all energy I have given on fearing the loss of medical freedom. I pull it all back to me now. What has to be understood is that it is completely appropriate to also pull back your quantum attachment from positive outcomes as well. So I can add, I pull back all quantum attachment created when the medical system has helped me or saved me. It does not matter what it is, we do not need to be quantumly attached to anything. Play with this and see how you feel pulling back energy from everything you can think of. A quantum entanglement I was recently made aware of had to do with my amazing childhood memories of being with my grandparents for the summer and spending a large portion of my time on a beach in North Carolina named Emerald Isle. The memories are just magical and a really bright spot in a difficult childhood. When I became a mom, I wanted my girls to experience what I did at that beach. We decided to vacation there, and while the beach was great, it wasn't the same. I was actually quite disappointed. Spirit explained that my attachment to what was lead to expectations, and expectations generally lead to disappointment. I pulled back my energy, the quantum cord, from the beach and the memories. It did not erase the memories, it simply removed the attachment. What I have found since pulling back attachments is that I have more energy. The deep core exhaustion is lifting. It is easier to be in the now, as I am less quantumly scattered all over the place. With the greater energy within, I am able to walk in my purpose more. Work on connection without attachment. Merlin said this was very important for us to learn. I asked him how we would know connection versus attachment. He replied, for a time you will naturally attach. It is all you have ever known within your reality. In order to not recreate what was within this new space, you will have to practice connection without attachment. For a time you will naturally attach, but continue to pull back your energy, your quantum cords, time and time again. Eventually your body and field will understand that it can connect, quite deeply, and not attach or leave energy behind. I invite you to take a deep dive and become the drop of water, the leaf or the wind. Feel it, become it, then let it go. I hope that these action steps help you navigate this really exciting, energetically intense and challenging time. So much is being brought to our attention through dreams, memories, and our interactions with others. In some ways it can feel like we are combing through the rubble of what was as we enter into the new. I have been asked by some if I would be holding an inner circle or a solstice event. I felt quite torn, but have decided that what I am needing is to cocoon deep within myself during this transition. I do plan to hold group sessions in January to assist with the integration of all that December has and will throw at us. If you have not already done so, please join my mailing list so that you keep up to date with my postings and offerings of healing circles. To join the mailing list, click here. Thank you to all that have shared and supported this work. It means the world. Sending you all lots of love, joy, and connection. Happy holidays. Jenny.